recording first. That helps.
Alrighty, for those of you that don't know, my name is Braden Forgson, and I have a quick question for you all. What if I told you roughly the majority of college students, including high school students, switch their major at least 3 times before they graduate? And there's actually an easy way to actually go about reducing that number, and that's through internships. So for instance, for somebody that don't know what an internship is, essentially you will work for a company for a certain amount of time, roughly it's a few weeks to a few months, sometimes it could be a year. Sometimes, depending on the company, you could get paid, but the majority of the time you won't. They started back around the 70s with hospitals and some major schools, not a lot of them. However, in the 90s, they became more common. And in fact, around that time, schools actually allowed rewards for students that completed them. So for example, some rewards might have been money or extra credit. In fact, today, high school students and college students can get credit hours, whether it's full credit or even this extra credit for completing internships. One of the things that you'll get through internships is different types of skills. So one of these skills is leadership. So when I did my internship with the state troopers, I had to work well with basically not only all the people that worked there, but also any of the other interns that were there. I think there's like 5 of us. Let's see. One of the things we ended up doing was we went to a car crash. Now, one of the skills I had learned while at this car crash was not only, of course, like I said, leadership, working with everyone that was there, but also communication. Because essentially at this car crash, we had EMS, the police department, sheriff department, and of course the state troopers. And we had to make sure we could guarantee the safety of everyone while in this critical situation, because there were some people still stuck in the car at the time that couldn't get out. One of the other skills you learn will be time management, because you'll not only have to manage the internship along with your own regular life, you'll also have to manage maybe school or work or whatever it is you may do at the time. You'll also learn to create a good work ethic. For example, going back to the car crash, I was able to do my job effectively, even though it wasn't much, without getting in the way of everyone else. And with these skills, you'll basically be building experience. So a lot of times, right after you get out of school, it's really hard to find a job. Like for instance, when I went to started looking for a job while I was still in my first year of college, it was really hard to figure out where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. But as a result of me doing this internship, the first 2 places I actually had sent my resume to, I actually got 2 interviews. And just by them looking at my resume, they were astonished about what was on it. Because I had not only the internship, but all the other stuff I had done in the past years. And this created, essentially, my work ethic. And this work ethic was basically saying, hey, this person is willing to do hard work. He's willing to put in time and effort into a new area. Even though, for instance, one of the places was Lowe's, even though that wasn't where I wanted to work. Like my degree plan is criminal justice. So that has nothing to do with Lowe's and what they want to do. But this allowed me to get a job there because there was so much on it. One of the other things you'll start to also get, one of the other benefits of internships is money. So like I was saying at the start, there's changing the degree at least 3 times before they graduate. if they do an internship, which is usually free of cost, you'll be able to learn, hey, this is what I want to do. And you're learning from experts, not just in a classroom. Because like in the classroom, you may not know what the certain procedure is for a certain area. Or what how to say weld a certain thing or program something. And because of this experience, you'll be learning firsthand through the experts. You'll be able to, essentially you'll be able creating more ideas and have a better idea of what you want to do. So let's say that's not what you wanted to do. Going back to my story about me getting a job at Lowe's, the fact that the internship is on there, even if it's nothing to do with where you want to go, you'll still have a better chance of getting a job. Personally, I think it's a great way to get experience. It's great for students. They should really take advantage of this, of internships, because it allows them to create experience. It's really good on a resume, and it will allow them to have a better opportunity later in life than if they didn't. Any questions? No? Thank you.
Definitely makes me want to go get internships for my kids.
What did this mean? Were you supposed to do 6 more minutes?
No, it's at 6 minutes.
Okay.
I have to do 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Everybody smiles. We're all here.
That's exciting.
You did great though, Brandon. That's not easy.